I'm thinking that maybe just a sample that if you living around your neighborhood, then you can have some new neighbor that come in, and then you can do something to welcome them to your neighborhood. So it's from there, and then they have a good experience that they feel welcome to your neighborhood. I think that they will feel good, and then they feel good. They will treat other people the same way that they receive.
I would say, I mean, there's a play element to it. I would say the biggest thing for me would be to sort of stop emphasizing sort of winning versus losing. That's something that I mentioned partly because that's what I've experienced for a lot of my life, and from a young age, there was a lot of competition, and I lost a lot, and that really sort of set in motion the whole domino effect of negativity. And up to this point, competition is like one of the hardest things I have to deal with. Not even necessarily because I don't have skills to compete against others, but just the environment itself is uncomfortable. Whereas if the competition isn't really emphasized and it's much more collaborative, I have a much better time. I mean, one of my favorite games, I forget what it's called now, I haven't played it in a while, but it's like basically where everyone works together and you try for the best time you can, and you just go to bigger. So actually, the more people you have, the harder it is. But it's a game. Yeah.
I like that. I'd like to expand on that too. Yes, we live in an environment where everyone is competing against each other. We want certain things. A lot of people want money, power, and I think if you create an environment that is more supportive, more cooperative, more interdependent, that will definitely create an environment that will be more enjoyable.
It's two sides because maybe your friend have time and that time you're busy. Maybe I'm not busy. You want communicate with somebody, they are busy. So, but at least you try this way to change it.
I have the answer. So I think for me, it's about not taking myself so seriously. And I have one of my colleagues that I work with reminds me of this a lot. He wears these socks that are stripes that look like a 4-year-old kid would wear them. And of course, I think they're terrible, but he thinks they're funny or cool or something. And so, but the point is, he takes himself less seriously than I take myself. So I think the idea of not taking myself so seriously would be helpful, and being conscious of what I'm doing. You mentioned competing, etc. I notice when I'm driving, sometimes, I'm competing with the other cars. What am I doing? Why don't I just drive at the speed I want to drive, which is usually fairly slow? Let everybody go by. The parking spots.